We've got Luke Graham, who didn't come on, and we've also got assistant manager Richard Lavery, who's going to talk us through the last week in football. They're saying politics is a long time, but a week in football can equally be as long. And Richard, first of all, well done.
Evening,
yes. Hi Luke, you right?
Can
you get us both in there? Yeah, there we go. Well, what can we say about that? It's back to winning ways, which is good. It must have been difficult conditions as well with that wind. It certainly was for us up on that gantry. Always got blew off up there, but the bonus there is the 3-0 win.
Yeah, back to winning ways. We've had two indifferent results, but back to winning ways. We'll take that.
Why do you think we had the indifferent results? I mean, the game last week against St Ives was quite an odd one, wasn't it? It really was. 3-0 down and really without a bat of an eyelid.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams coming to our place now and defending. So we've got to change the way we're going to play. And today we've changed the way we played and we've got joy from it. So we have got to change going forward, because everything that comes here, we're going to sit back and try and weather the storm and catch on the counter. And St Ives last week, they did that, didn't they?
They did.
And Redditch as well did the same.
Lowestoft presented you with some different challenges, I would say, this afternoon. Probably not like St Ives. They're a big team, weren't they? They stuck at you, but once you got that second and third goal, it was all over, wasn't it, really? Yeah,
before we need to get the first goal. We had a few little chances before the first goal. Once the first goal went in, they've speeded. They were trying to waste time, weren't they? So we get the first goal and obviously then go and get the second and third.
Aaron O'Connor came off. Can you give us any insight into what's happened there?
Well, no, we're hoping it's not too bad. He's tweaked something, so...
Is it a recurrence of the past injury?
No. We'll review it during the week, but...
Fingers crossed.
Not too bad.
I suppose the good news prior to the game, which we didn't find out until we got the team sheet, was Dan Holman's was rescinded, his red card rescinded, which goes down into Kettering history, of course, as then about the third or fourth player that's happened to. But that is good news. It just shows you that referees do make quite a few mistakes. There was a couple of today, wasn't there, as well, where the sending off on Dan last week and the one that maybe should have happened today.
Yeah, the ref was at the bad side against Dan, so I don't know how he's seen the red card. He's obviously heard what he's heard and give obviously a red card, but obviously Dan's played today and Dan was... he looked reliable today. Really
How frustrating is it for you being on the sidelines when you're on the sideline, and if you're on the park as well, and you see a decision like that and it goes against you, and you know that isn't right? I know for fans, etc., they have their views about it, but how does the management and players feel when they know the decision's gone against you?
I think it's even worse when you've got Poppy's TV.
Oh, thank you.
Because we get to see it quickly,
straight away.
So it's even more frustrating. But we could go on about officials all day. You can't rely on them. It's a tough task. I wouldn't be an official. Dad wouldn't be an official. Last 1 minute being an official.
Really?
Every level you go down, then they're there at that level for a reason, aren't they? And it is frustrating. It's clear, and we knew, providing it would get to the right people, that it'd be rescinded, in our opinion, and rightfully so.
There's a good chance, or a good opportunity that we actually took the photographs and had the imagery and the cutting.
That's the plus side. Obviously, Poppy's TV, obviously you video the games. It's good to look back on the good and the bad, and obviously it's done us a favour there, hasn't it?
Results today have gone for the Poppies. It was only Stourbridge. They won 3-0, so we were equal with them on 41 points and goal difference. Those are the full results on the screen there. The chasing pack falling further behind. It looks like a two-horse race.
Yeah. Well, it's not even Christmas yet, but it is looking like a two-horse race, as you say. But obviously we've got a couple of games in hand. I don't think we play them to the new year now.
No, it's January, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a big month.
So we'll keep winning, hopefully, and push away.
Banbury United next week away. We've already played them in the CSS Challenge Cup first round, a 3-2 win there, where we came back from 1-0 down and 2-1 behind to win that 1-3-2. Different team, of course, picked on that occasion. Hitchin Town down here before Christmas, and then Bedworth United. Although the bottom of the league, it could be a tricky one. And then the big game against Kings Lynn on the 29th.
Yeah. Well, the Christmas period is always difficult because there's a lot of games coming up in it. But if we can keep putting the performances like we did today, it was like I say, it's back to basics today. We've gone back to the start of the season, playing maybe a different way, but to me, I think it's the right way. Especially when the pitch is getting like that. The pitch is awful today, and it's windy and it's not nice.
The pitch, I think you mentioned to me, didn't you, in the week about the pitch being a bit sticky, and Kettering can't play their normal game of football that they usually play.
Yeah, I mean, teams are sitting back, so defenders going to get more of the ball. You're going to recycle it around, trying to find pockets of space to try and play for the first. We've got some really good players, but ultimately it's hard to shift the ball from side to side on there. I know the work that Graham does, bless him, he does his best. We know the restraints we have, and for me, I can only see it getting worse. So we've analysed the last few games, and like I say, we were more direct today. We've got it into Dan Holman and Aaron O'Connor, and when in that type of form, centre halves are going to struggle against them. So, obviously, hopefully ours is not too bad. We've got a decent replacement coming on for him, but Lyndon fought really good on the front foot, good structuring behind. And like I say, for me, we've said, how can we get more out of the lads? Winning 1-0, winning 1-0, with side base. But then after that week, we're buzzing just to get back to that, because that's what we've been good all season. So,
well, exactly. Well, as I say, we're away at Banbury United next week, and we've only conceded 2 goals away from home, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
isn't it, really?
Good,
I mean, it's just so different, the home form and away form. I know we had those 2, well, not bad games. I mean, a 4-4 draw, and it's a 4-4 draw, isn't it? But
we've been good all year, apart from the last 2 games, haven't we? By conceding goals, it's defensive. Whoever comes in, whether it's Luke, whoever plays centre half, they do a good job. And so we probably needed that, maybe a bit of a kickstart again to get back on winning ways.
Certainly did well, didn't he, when he came on?
Yeah, Deck will go and head it. He's quick, he's powerful, he's decent.
Is he still recovering from his injury or illness?
Yeah, he's okay. I think it's just a little calf niggle, but it's not nothing. Get Luke back in everywhere.
Well, that's a great win for Kettering. It's going to be good, so you can see it on our highlights a little later. And obviously, we're going to have to try and keep this winning process going. The fans get a bit itchy, don't they? When
well, like I say, it's 2 blips, but we'll start the win again. Hopefully, that'll start it, and we'll kick start on again.
And even with that blip, we were still 2 points ahead of where we were this time last season, anyway. So,
where are we today? Then?
We're 5 points up now, I think. So that's even better. But
I think we set our stall really high, didn't we? And after them 2 blips, we just thought.
Marcus said to me he wanted 40 points at 15 games, and we got 38, so it wasn't bad, was it?
So at the start of the season, you take it, wouldn't you? So at the end of the day, we're going well.
We're going well. Let's hope we go well next week. No game on Tuesday. Rest up a bit now then, and take the next stream of games before the Christmas period. Thank you both for coming over. Thank you, Luke, and brilliant. Nice to get back to winning ways, and we can have a nice week of peace. And
cheers, Paul.
Cheers. There we go then. That is Richard and Luke. They're giving their views on recent events and the fantastic 3-0 victory against Lowestoft Town.